Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is February 21st, 2025, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 21. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 11 says this: "When a mocker is punished, the inexperienced become wise. When one teaches a wise man, he acquires knowledge." Have you ever had an occasion where you thought of yourself, I am inexperienced, I'm simple, I don't know much? It'd be hard to admit that, wouldn't it? Have you ever had a situation where you thought you knew everything and you were well prepared for what was coming? And the answer is, you've experienced that too. You were a teenager at some point, or you're going to be one if you're watching this and you're younger than 13. But there was a point in your life where you were a know-it-all. You knew everything. And the reality is, as an adult, more than likely, there are areas of your life where that is true as well. And that's not something to be ashamed of. You're very well educated and experienced in things. It may be simple things like, I know how to make the food I really like to eat. Nobody can teach me how to do that better than me, because I know what I like. Well, the reality is, even in that statement, that could be really arrogant, couldn't it? Because there is someone who knows how to make that thing and make it taste better than what it was that you did. Maybe not by a lot, but they could teach you something that would make yours taste better. As I was reading this again this morning, I was remembering that word that's translated mocker in our language here can mean mocker. It can mean an interpreter, but it can also mean teacher. And if I'm simple and I don't know much and I'm stuck, if there's someone who is highly regarded within a subject matter and they get corrected over something, and I'm simple, I just don't know the subject matter well, I have the choice of looking at that in two ways. One, that person didn't know anything, they're just as simple as me. Or they are really, really smart in that subject matter, and yet they can still learn, and so can I. I can gain not only from what they know, but I can gain knowledge from what they don't know. It is the thought of learning from someone else's mistakes. And those of us that tend to know it all, and yes, I land in that category far too often, should also recognize that there is much knowledge to be had by others that have great subject matter understanding as well. I have a good friend, Chris, who's watching this morning. He's in North Carolina, and he has great knowledge in the subject matter of recovery. Dear friend. But he decided to leave Missouri, drive through not so great weather and great roads to go to North Carolina this weekend for an opportunity to learn from others that have great knowledge in recovery. And more than likely, he's going to hear most of the same things that he's heard before. But he's going to gain something. You know, I've seen posts from some of the other people that are out there, and just small quotes that have been shared that I think to myself, I knew that, but wow, did I know that? because I don't know that I've applied it in that way before. I'm looking forward to all those people that are at the Recovery Alive World, I don't know if it's convention or summit or what they're calling it, but the Recovery Alive gathering that's happening this weekend in North Carolina. I can't wait for the wisdom that comes out of that to be shared with me as well. When a mocker is punished, the inexperienced become wise. When a teacher gets corrected, the simple gain even more wisdom. And when a wise man learns something new, he's better off. You know, that's a really good thing to remember today. I look forward to gaining wisdom today as I head out to Bay City to go to our coffee and prayer this morning at Broadway Family Grill. And every week, someone shares some piece of insight from their reading this week, or from their time of prayer, or even just in the prayers that are promoted themselves to lift up the community. And I'll hear something that will strive to grow me. Whether it's because I was the teacher that needed to be corrected, or I was a wise man who gained something more. Maybe I'm just a simple person that hears someone with great wisdom saying they had a correction in their own life, and I can learn from that as well. See, all of those apply to me on an everyday basis. How about you? I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.